You know, they're over here saying Marys live another type of way, and I'm like, no, she wouldn't be the live that resided in China. She's actually a different chick. You know, anyway, it don't even matter. Whatever you want to think, but I'm just gonna tell you just like this, man. Mary. Let me tell you why you should love me so much. You know, I just seen WeatherTech. I was just speaking about a man that tried to assassinate you in a paradigm of time with his family, and they were on a commercial. New Day WeatherTech and New Day USA, New World Order, New Day USA. So I guess the sexual conduct of individuals went kind of far in anatomy, and the oaths that was taken to certain forms of magic. You know why certain things will be they'll say certain things will be around is the ignorance of a person losing their magic, and because the 10 jewel astrological empresses, my other wives, are still around, and then other men's jealousy of the things that they recondition. If you condition something, that means you compress, compacted, and try to influence it a certain type of way. So I don't know what you. It's just like a man that's a babysitter that does a certain art, builds a certain harmonical frequency, and then I don't know what hands that they put on another individual at a time that causes a situation. But I'm in grave danger right now being around that guy Bill in the kitchen because he's over here like, I was typing on the phone. There's somebody on my roof right now that's moving around, and then my phone was connected to the out circuit, and then these are people that already manipulated the physics of the science, the dirty little herpy carpet from the little animals that's creeping around in my room when they have their little because people in America were being spiteful because they didn't know all the videos and weren't too sure, so they put me in a place that I was, that they could have been spiteful with me and did fucked up things to me. So them realizing their stupidity now and me leaving is already too late for some of them, and then on top of it, so it's just like creating a mess, and then you got to clean it up a certain type of way. But some people I'm already tired, so some people probably already feeling too weak to clean certain things, and other people, it's just like another person that's sick and the disease is getting stronger within them, and then they're sick and then feeling a certain type of way, and then the disease is winning over their anatomy while we're in America. You could tell by your trees in Brooklyn and listen to all the things that we were watching. So I was just watching something on myself, me, the John Franklin Kennedy, and another person was plotting my assassination a certain type of way in the paradigm because those are not, that's not me in a sequency. That's another person that entered the chamber of a person that wanted to even manipulate Skull and Bones, but the way they did it, they entered the chamber of a Skull and Bones that had certain information that was already being spiteful to me. And then when I was in Brooklyn Marine Park, you remember I was listening to a Skull and Bone recording, and it was a guy that, it was a story they were telling, and this guy had sex with a girl, and he demoralized and distinguished and cause canceristic bone marrow deterioration to a girl having sex, but that only happens to Skull and Bone members that go outside their purity and have sex a certain type of way. But that person was fulfilling something of somebody because they did it on purpose. So that's a person that didn't care about the sexual conduct that we're having, and the people that did it was people of the Transformers and pre-prime trans that had a certain element, and they were elements, so their deterioration didn't happen at a level of physics yet because it was already anyway. But a Skull and Bone member that was a part of an element of pre-prime trans and Transformers deteriorated a Skull and Bone member feminine being by having sex with them a certain type of way and caused their meltdown, and maliciously killed a chick on a recording, and nobody even knew about it. But anyway, I'm just telling you about it now, but I'll show you WeatherTech Mary. They tried to poison you. New Day USA.
Hancock signature. Let's start with the biggest one. Paul Revere as a solo action hero, riding alone through the night.
This idea of him
That's the guy I was speaking about that did the Transformer pre-prime trends, and on top of it, they're over there in Tokyo. So those are people of a high element of Tokyo that, people from other calendars that didn't like me, that maneuvered. It's just like being a part of a gang, and then a person that's being careless with their anatomy, that's probably like a fallen star. Then you have the Transformer Dino. It's just like having Power Ranger Dinobots. Then you have the Transformer. I mean, the Power Ranger Dino Power Rangers. Then you have the Transformer. Then you had the Transformer Dinobot. So a person that carried a certain form of anatomy, and then notice, speaking about Dinobots, don't forget we were just speaking about my wife Betty, and then you're taking a real good look at me, right? We were speaking about my wife Betty, and then the little dino situation, because I told you me and Betty contained it. So the situation is gonna show itself in anatomy and physics, and it's gonna be trying to manipulate because it's like a great escape. And then we're watching how can I say this, the Hulk, and she called the guy Bruce instead of calling the guy his real name. She called him Bruce on the Hulk. So we're not gonna get into that. So a person that was already getting psychotic, a certain form. You ever had children that didn't realize what was going on? A parent realizes and goes in the system like, yo, I'm not going in the system ever again because I already conquered that situation. So it's playing out again because another person wants to. They want to your dad's not home, you can't do nothing about it now, and another person saying, oh, if you're really complete, then you'll be able to handle that. A person that has an outbreak that's not a real habit will tell you, if you're really complete, you'll be able to handle it. But your dad handle it, you should be able to handle it. They know you're not going to handle it because they just want your situation. So they deteriorate in the physics of other people's equality of the future a certain type of way in corporations probably, or another person's calculating the situation. So hey, good for you, man. America and Mary caught him in a paradigm. The guy that caused, he's in the car by himself on a pickup truck, uh, uh, on the WeatherTech commercial, and then he had, listen, Mary, coffee to white anatomy is poison. The guy put milk in it, and then the guy was doing spinning donuts in the snow. And then the WeatherTech, they tried to do it a certain type of way, like he was in the car, and then they spilled the coffee on the mat. So another guy's gonna be trying to manipulate the scenes of the situation where he really tried to kill Mary before she was in the barn and gave birth. And then on top of it, you remember I came as a refiner and I placed I'm the wise man. I just placed a situation and we get back. Oh, y'all fucking demons, y'all demonic fucked up energies back. And then but hey, hey Mary. Oh, don't worry, Mary. I know why you love me. Dun, 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 dun. So too bad for stupidity, Jesus, right? Oh, I know you have 5 husbands and shit. Type deal, but a nigga look at the nigga like, yeah, damn, Mary, you think you shouldn't have pushed out on hay, right? Did you push out on the hay? She looked at me. Oh, I said, man. I said, Mary, who was there? She said, the animals you seen. I said, the Milky Way galaxy never had animals, but the people represented and put a cow there because they reaped into the cow, the dogs, because they wanted to be giants, because they had to link to the emotion of the reap that happened in Babylon. And when they turned into dogs in era, because some people, they were learning era science also, a certain type of way to know how to um, um have certain defense if something happened a certain type of way to other calendars. And then when they got into era, they got into the dog because they were like, they just want to dog their motion and rape. I overheard some of the kid, and I'm like, oh damn, here we go, a little sequence of the galactical war. Might have to watch situations. And then they was talking about a rape and all type of thing. And the dogs jumped on cows. And then you had horses that got horny, and that wasn't unicorns, and other things. And then just went into, oh man, I don't want to speak about it, man. But hey, Yeah, your Bill acting like your Bill was a piece of shit. He was also a rapist. And the guy that I showed you his
Free
picture
treatment
in
every
the other
month,
room.
or you can go to your vet and get
Perfecto, the only continuous protection that lasts.
Well, anyway, I'm done providing my evidence, so I'm done. That's it. Uh 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 uh. Oh, it said owners. Oh. Anyway, I'm out. Keep it moving. But I'm gonna just take my. Oh, hold on. You think that was it? Wait. I'm gonna just keep it moving. But I'm gonna just let you know I'm just keep it moving. But I'm gonna take my time because I know how some of you liars and stuff. So, oh, you didn't even want to see the KXI that popped up on the screen. Oh, okay, hold on. We'll stay here on this channel for you can see it, and then I'll just keep it moving and stuff because it came on right after on. Oh, okay. Hold on for a second. This is the new thing that came up on the screen also. This is also new. Oh, it might be a seasonal thing. It's just new to me because I happen to be here a certain type of. Hey, this also. You should eat your cone or your pizza. They said. Oh, yesterday was another car there, but I guess they put the swerve there now for the other car, right? Don't forget to fuck up immaculate conception. You gotta be a real piece of shit person. Remember that in a paradigm.